Back in the 1960s, Manila was a busy and lively city. But something scary was happening. Women were disappearing, found dead, strangled in their homes. The newspapers called the killer the Manila Strangler. Detective Joaquin Reyes was in charge of the case. He was smart and determined, but this killer was different. No signs of break-in or struggle at the crime scenes. It seemed like the victims might have known the killer. The first victim, Maria Torres, was found in her apartment. Nothing was stolen and no signs of a fight. Reyes knew he had to work fast. More women were found dead and the pressure was on. Each crime scene had a faint smell of the same perfume. Reyes discovered they all knew a man named Carlos. Carlos was charming and good-looking and people trusted him easily, but Reyes had a feeling something was wrong with him. Carlos had a history of mental illness and had been in and out of psychiatric hospitals. He had a serious personality disorder that made him manipulative and dangerous. Carlos was very careful and planned everything out. He would follow his targets, learning their routines. He would start conversations and slowly gain their trust. Carlos would visit them at their homes, bringing a gift, often a bottle of the same perfume. He acted like the perfect gentleman. Then, when the moment was right, he would make his move. He carried a thin, strong cord in his pocket. In a split second, he would loop it around their neck and pull tight. The attack was silent and quick. He held the cord until they were dead. Afterwards, he would carefully clean the scene, spraying the perfume to cover any evidence. The bodies were always left looking like they had just fallen asleep. Reyes finally tracked Carlos down to a rundown boarding house in Manila. When he confronted him, Carlos stayed calm and denied everything, but when Reyes showed him the evidence, Carlos confessed. He talked about the murders, like he was describing someone else's actions. Carlos was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. The city felt a huge sense of relief, but Reyes was haunted by what he had seen and heard. And even now, thinking about it gives me chills. So yeah, pretty scary stuff. Be careful who you trust, right?